I just want to say that all the talk about palliative care was very important, but in effect it wouldn't have helped me at all. And forgive me for giving a very short history of my husband, who was a brilliant architect, but in his early 70s got Alzheimer. He stayed at home with me, deteriorating every year, until after 10 years I had to put him in a nursing home. In there he lasted another 6 years. The last 2, he was not here, nor there. He was not a person. He was a zombie, I'm sorry to say, even though I was married him for 50 years. The man could not be helped in any way. He was asleep half of the time. He didn't know me. What dignity is there? What dignity is there? I am absolutely obsessed by the idea that I can become with Alzheimer's as well. And I want somebody to help me to get a Nubental pill, or to go to Mexico City and buy it myself, or do something. I don't want to go into a nursing home. Somebody could help me, please, to have a medically assisted suicide if I get Alzheimer. Thank you.
Thank you for that. I think, did anyone wish to comment on that in particular?
Well, I could just make one comment, and again, I'm harping on an advanced care directive. The problem with Alzheimer's disease is the person loses competence to make decisions, and that's why even in a country like the Netherlands, where they've had effective practice of assisted dying for over 30 years, they've not been able to deal effectively with this problem. But the one thing you can do, the most important thing you can do, is to create an advanced healthcare directive which says something to this effect, that if I am diagnosed with dementia and if I have lost competence, I refuse all medical treatment which would prolong my life. So that means that you do not get any supportive treatments, but you include that you will be kept comfortable. And the most important thing, in my opinion, you need to have in your dementia directive is that you refuse assisted spoon feeding. Almost all people in the advanced stages of dementia lose the ability to recognise the significance of food, and they can't feed themselves, they don't feed themselves, but they are spoon-fed, and that spoon-feeding prolongs their life and prolongs their suffering. If you've got a properly written directive which says you refuse assisted spoon-feeding, then you can avoid that outcome. And technically speaking, it's yet to be legally debated.
And in terms of your own concerns, the only thing that, the only options you have are to look up groups, and there are groups, including in Australia, that will give you advice or information about how to source the kind of drugs that you're after. But there will be no legislation to help you with that for your generation or my generation, and I'm only 22. It's a long conversation. Yes, we have a question right up the back.